Hey, hello everyone, Spud here, and in today's video I want to talk to you fine folks about hype and why I think that certain games that don't get hyped a lot tend to do better than games that get overly hyped. My best example of this would probably be Destiny the Division versus the upcoming game No Man's Sky. Now, I haven't played No Man's Sky. I have not. And I know when the game was first announced, it had a huge amount of hype behind it. However, due to the recent delay, as well as just a long time coming and getting the game out, that hype has died down as more information came out about the game. It's actually been replaced with sort of a kind of a lukewarm welcome on most of the forums that I frequent. Things like Facebook, Reddit, and even YouTube comments, they're all pretty negative, which is interesting for a game that had such high hype early on. I think that's because they are keeping a lot of the game not really under wraps, but not a lot of the information wasn't accessible early on. And as more and more information gets let out about the game and what it really is, people are curbing their hype. And I think this will actually result in, if the game is good, if it is, I can't speak for that, but if the game is actually quality, I think it will get a fairer judgment and maybe even some surprised customers who are actually happy rather than disappointed. And if you compare this to a game like, so let's just go Division, okay? It was massively hyped, right, up before launch. Same with Destiny. And when it launched, it got that lukewarm response that it seems as if No Man's Sky is currently getting. And it became a letdown. It became a disappointment. People had set their expectations so high that there was no way in hell that the game could actually deliver on that. And so by having people curb their hype early with No Man's Sky like this, with having the buyer appeal die down early, I think the only people who are going to actually pick up the game are those who are interested in what it actually is rather than what they think it is. And once again, this is pure speculation here. I can't speak for the quality of the game, but I want to argue that you actually see some pretty favorable reviews for this game, that it will actually do quite well from a review standpoint in comparison and in contrast to Destiny, The Division, really any hyped game over the past couple of years here. Because there are so few games that get so massively hyped that can actually deliver on that hype that they become inherently a letdown. You let your imagination run away with what you think this product is going to be, and it's not. It was never going to be that. But because you thought it was, because you had the idea that it was, it is really actually detrimental to a game's health, and it becomes sort of hated. I mean, I can name off a ton of games that had a good amount of hype that were just, I mean, they had got negative reviews and a lot of, bad user reviews because people didn't curb their expectations. And if you let your imagination go wild and you get really, really, really excited for something, chances are it will let you down. Because if you're not basing your excitement off of factual information and just sort of more marketing BS, there's no way that the product is going to deliver fully. It's just not, okay? Unless it's for a few rare cases that this does happen. But, I mean, all in all, it's more the norm for people to be let down by these things. And so because No Man's Sky, its hype seemed to have died down. There's still some excitement. I think that people who are picking up the game now aren't ones who think it's going to be this glorious, amazing everything. But they've done their research, they've done their homework, they know what the game is, they know what they're getting into, and that intrigues them. It could still flop, it really can. It could still fall flat on its face and be called a terrible game. It could be. I can't speak for the actual quality of the game, but I do think that No Man's Sky has a better chance. In the eyes of the gaming community, I think it will be judged more fairly than Destiny and The Division were. Not saying that those games are particularly good, but because of expectations, they were almost given a harsher response than what might have been appropriate. Anyways, guys, this is all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going back to school on this pretty soon here, so video production will sort of slow down a bit as I will be quite busy. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. If you like me and the content I produce, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye bye.